What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
Yeah, it is Pixelbutters here, and welcome back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. When we left off, we took
I read to you all.
Yeah, we took a little pivot to Aigis' story. It started out weird and not being in first person for the first time in this game, so that was pretty unexpected.
Because, like, we thought it was, and then we learned it wasn't when it said the girl, and I was like, alright, never mind.
Yeah, that seems a little bit weird.
And then it went to Aigis.
Yep, and then it went to Aigis, and now there's this whole operation thing. There's the Shadow Organization and all kind of fun stuff.
We had like a little like theater going on.
Yeah.
With your backup sound effects.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
And now we can go ahead and push forward and see what happens now that they have their mission, since we saw that Labrys was stolen from the plane cargo before it was even hijacked.
Yeah.
Because it was a perfect ploy to avert eyes.
As we get ready to depart from Inaba, Mitsuru-san and I go over the last-minute details inside the police station. Mitsuru-san is absorbed with issuing instructions over the cell phone she's holding. Pessimism seeps into my heart as I wait. I begin muttering to myself.
Will we be able to find Labrys? My sister?
Mitsuru-san's surprised voice makes me realize how unlike me these doubts are.
Will we be able to save her? Isn't that what you really want to ask? Don't worry. As I mentioned to Akihiko, fighting Labrys is not our priority. The reason I formed this shadow operative team is to save lives. We will find her, whatever it takes, and bring her back. We can do this.
Hell yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry to be so pessimistic.
Those feelings you have for Labrys, you should tell her when you see her.
I will.
Aww. Friends bound by trust are irreplaceable indeed. I hope that Labrys will become one as well. Eventually, the preparations are made and our limousine departs on its journey to Inaba.
Oh, riding in style.
That evening, we are in Inaba now and traveling down a midtown street. Though it is called Midtown, it is very different from an urban environment. It is a quiet, rustic road. The vehicle we are targeting is easily discovered. The transmitter that was attached to it when it left the airport is, luckily for us, still active. But the vehicle has been abandoned and the cargo is gone as well. To trace it further, we must learn why the culprit came here. Specifically, we need to know the details of what happened last year. Though this was already assumed, so we have a plan. Mitsuru-san orders the driver to park nearby. However, this poses an unexpected problem. Our vehicle is a long black 8-door limousine.
Just a little bit.
It'll stand out in this countryside town no matter where it's parked.
Ya think?
Yeah. Wow.
Especially if you get to see the inside.
Our activities are supposed to be undercover, correct?
Oh god, that's supposed to be undercover?
Yes.
She's like, yeah.
Why did you pick this vehicle
For
then?
undercover missions, it will be necessary to keep all personnel and vehicles from being noticed.
Right.
Mitsuru-san, may I say something that I've been meaning to say for a while now?
Don't.
You chose the
Just
wrong
don't.
car.
No.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Understood.
All I told them was to give us a car with enough space.
God. Wherever we go, people peer into the windows out of curiosity. Who is this celebrity, they think to themselves. We avoid the public eye as much as possible and finally park in what looks like a site for vehicle disposal on the outskirts of the town.
Our contact has arrived.
Our contact.
I then notice a middle-aged man in a gray suit standing outside of the window. I recognize his face. He is one of the 3 collaborators Mitsuru-san contacted before our departure. I scoot over to the door and open the window.
Oh my. This was not our designated meeting area, yet he has discovered us.
Suddenly, something not unlike exasperation or disappointment appears on his face. Is it who I think it is?
I'm.
Want to know how I
No.
did it?
Okay.
No. Okay. Were you thinking?
Adachi.
Oh no, not Adachi. Because I'm pretty. I was meaning the fact that
I was waiting for a plot twist or something. I
Well,
don't
no.
know.
Now that with everything going on, I
Yeah,
assume.
yeah.
I feel like we can assume that Adachi somehow got his ass free and has done all this stuff because he's the only other person that would know about the TV world and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, Uncle. What's his? I had it for a moment. Dojima, because he's part of the he's leader of the police around these parts, so I figured that perhaps he would be a contact with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, instead
Well,
it's
no,
just
he
this
doesn't know
random old
anything
man.
about all this, I don't think. Does he?
I hope not.
I don't remember if
keep
he tried
rolling.
explaining it to him or not in the end.
I don't remember. If so, it probably didn't go well.
No. A cough interrupts us.
We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Kurosawa.
Mitsuru-san gets out of the vehicle and slightly bows. 3 years ago, when we were still fighting shadows in secret, Detective Kurosawa worked as a police officer
it'd
at
be
a
this
nearby
guy.
police box.
Okay.
Oh!
I was like, the name was like, that rings a side bell.
He's the guy who gave us weapons and
yeah,
shit.
he's the one that'd be it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, already one in with the company.
Yeah. He believed that our intentions were good and supplied us with certain conveniences under the table.
Yeah, he did.
His job made this risky, but he always acted on behalf of what he believed to be just. He said this many times while supporting us in secret. He is a strong man, one that always acts on his beliefs. But now our organization has official government sanction. He can now cooperate with us without being considered a descendant.
A
dissident.
There you go.
He's a descendant. In fact, now that Kurosawa-san's prior actions,
There we go.
my brain refused to read the San part, so I was
saw.
getting really tripped up on that. Are justified. He's been promoted for his expertise. I've heard that he is now in plainclothes, a plainclothes detective. He's in plainclothes too, though. God, what is wrong with me?
You're falling apart.
Working at the Central Precinct,
Long
I am
time no
going
see,
to burn
miss.
something in game.
I guess, was it?
Hi.
Indeed. It has been a while.
God. Kurosawa-san fixes his eyes on Mitsuru-san and me. It is faintly awkward. We are both dressed for combat, and I am not wearing any clothes to cover my true form.
Oh, sorry for staring.
Blech.
A humanoid weapon. I was skeptical when I heard, but seeing you in person doesn't leave any room for doubt.
I'm sorry that I kept it hidden back then.
It's all right. It would have caused more of a headache if you'd gone around looking like that.
Uh-huh. Hearing him say that, I cannot help but smile.
Seeing you laugh like that makes it harder to believe you're a machine.
It's because
should
I have a
make you
heart now.
stand while we talk. Please, get in.
Ah, sorry. I haven't seen you in a while, so I had a lot to say.
I set that TV up there for you because trust me, you're gonna need it.
Mitsuru-san asked Kurosawa-san to collect information on the serial murder case that occurred in this town last year. When background investigations were carried out across Japan at the end of 2011, this region showed high readings of shadow activity. But although it was investigated, there were no effects apart from slightly unnatural weather. Then again, what if something happened that was just too hard to detect? Like in the TVs! Mitsuru-san suspects that the serial murder case was related to these shadows, and asked Kurosawa-san to have the local police force share their reports. We could have requested them directly, but what we wanted would not be the service information found in the investigation records. There are limits to what an unofficial unit cloaked by authority can do with a direct request.
I found out quite a bit regarding the case you had me look into. First, I reviewed the report on the incidents from last year. One of the suspects mentioned the word persona.
Persona!
I locked cases with Mitsuru-san.
So what went on here last year?
It's probably related, but I wasn't done there. Parts of this guy's testimony were even more outlandish.
Oh boy.
If you can take what's in the record at face value, it seems persona users can enter TVs within the Inaba region.
Enter
What?
TVs? What does that mean?
Like jump through
Just
them.
what it sounds like. You physically stick your body into the screen and go inside. He claimed there was another world in the TV, and dropping people inside it was the method behind last year's murders.
This all sounds rather absurd. I'm surprised it was included in the police report.
I got in touch with the detective in charge at the time and said the same thing. Apparently the report was filed by a young partner of his at the time. He'd entertained the wildest testimonies like this one.
Yeah.
Eh.
Now it's all coming together.
Yep.
He sounds like quite the oddball.
If this was what really went on, the police would have had no chance cracking it. But that Detective Dojima is one shrewd guy. Even with all the supernatural hocus-pocus surrounding the case, he caught the culprit.
Let's go!
Kurosawa-san sighs. He seems to be tired.
That's all I have for you right now. I should be going. I doubt either of us has time to reminisce over the old days. It's funny, though. I thought the fighting was over, but you guys surprise me every time I see you.
Thank you very much, Officer Kurosawa. Why don't we at least see you off?
Oh, that's all right. I've got my own car. I doubt my department would appreciate your tastes. If I ever showed up for work in something like this, I'd be the talk of the force until the day I retire.
God.
Oh, man.
He opens the door and exits the vehicle.
Goodbye.
He gives a short farewell and leaves without turning back.
Mitsuru-san, this could be bad. Our sense of social aptitude is in question.
I can't deny that.
What should we do now?
Yes. First, we'll need to test the claim that Persona users can enter TV.
Let's just jump in it right now.
Yeah. Hearing this makes me realize something. Although I had called it a vehicle disposal site, looking around I can now see there are also household electronics, like refrigerators, discarded here as well. In a corner is a stack of TVs.
There is a discarded TV over there. If the environment does not matter, we can use it to test the phenomenon.
Well, about that, there's a small little thing that matters.
I voluntarily get out of the vehicle.
Wait, right? Or actually, no, they don't need the weather
Wait,
change
I
to
guess.
go in, do they?
No, because remember there's a TV in the back
Yeah.
of the van or whatever?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Car, truck.
I'm just going to touch it.
I extend my right hand and touch the screen of the biggest TV I can see. My fingers brush past the glass screen.
It just says brush the glass screen.
They brushed the glass screen! Ah! But although I seem to be touching it, I feel no resistance from its surface. I push my hand forward a little more. A weak light runs across the screen and my forearm sinks into it. This is not normal.
Amazing.
Yeah, no. This is incredible.
Rings of light spread from the contact of my arm, rippling like water across a pond.
Interesting. It's exactly as the police report said. What's it like inside? Do you feel anything?
Not particularly. No. Wait a moment.
My sensor detects a sensation I've never felt before. But the knowledge of what it has already been recorded within me.
It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading is from a personality module.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
Huh. Sounds like fun.
Well, man in cape. I wonder who that is.
Oh, man.
Hi, Aki. I hear a voice come from an unexpected direction.
Northwest.
Mitsuru-san and I look towards it. What we see is a silhouette wearing a low hood that covers his eyes and a tattered cape. It billows in the wind, looking like a character in a Western movie.
It's high noon. Wait.
He's standing atop a mountain of trash, his arms crossed.
Is that Akihiko?
He jumps down nimbly and walks towards us.
You didn't show up at the rendezvous point, so I went looking and found you here. This whole TV thing is pretty interesting.
You can say that again. I
It's
would
not the
never
TV
forget
you're
the
looking
man laughing so fearlessly. Like Mitsuru-san, he is a friend I once fought alongside, Akihiko Sanada. He was a student boxing champion in his school days, and a staunch ally, powerful even without his persona. He is also our second collaborator on this case.
It's been a while, Akihiko-san.
Aww.
Yeah, good seeing you.
Akihiko, what on earth are you doing? What are you doing overseas?
Oh,
That's
man.
what I want to know! What,
Yeah, it is a great question.
what are you wearing?
Huh? Didn't I tell you that I was on a training expedition?
So this is what you were wearing for it?
Don't tell me you came here from the airport like that.
Uh.
Does the concept of keeping a low profile mean nothing to you?
Don't ask questions. Just let it be.
Mitsuru-san, I believe we have lost the right to complain about that.
Mitsuru-san sighs in annoyance. Oh yes, Akihiko-san was on a training expedition overseas until this morning. As a result, his appearance is very different from the last
Yeah,
time
we
I
should
saw him.
question the training he's been doing to get scars. Like,
Yeah.
have you been fighting 17 bears?
That's
like,
what it looks
what the
like.
fuck?
Like, you are scarred up real bad, dude. What happened to you?
Oh, no.
But his aggressive personality and love of a challenge, it seemed to be the same as always. He gives a cocky smile and smacks his palm with his fist.
Anyway,
That's it.
we can get inside from that TV, right? And what are we waiting for?
Still the same Akihiko.
Yep.
We don't know the situation
just ready to
inside
go.
yet, and we'll need a secure means of getting out.
Ready to go punch things. That's all he knows.
So what? If we want to get this Labrys back, someone has to go inside, right?
I've got some training
Well,
to do.
that's...
Our target hijacked a plane to throw her into a TV in this town. If we sit on our hands, it's possible we'll be put in serious danger.
Akihiko-san steps towards Mitsuru-san as if pressing her.
We're different from how we used to be. We made the choice to fight shadows as professionals. That's why I traveled around the world and trained harder than ever.
So that's what you were doing. Damn.
But now that something's actually come up, you're hesitating? We agreed to do this. I'm ready to stake my life on the mission.
These two have always butted heads when it comes to, like, safety and stuff.
Yeah.
Akihiko-san's opinion is a bit strong, but he is not incorrect. It could be Akihiko-san's It could be Akihiko-san understands it being slightly forceful in his role. What?
That is his role, not
It
in
could,
his role.
oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm never reading again after this game.
No!
Because Mitsuru-san takes caution seriously. As the ultimate authority in this case, she frequently second-guesses herself. But I have seen Akihiko-san's words cut through her hesitation in the past. It shows his trust in Mitsuru-san not to make decisions in error.
All right. Wait right here. I need to go make a phone call first.
Okay, but make it quick.
I want to go in!
Hey, I guess I ain't waiting.
Oh my god!
Jumps in. Oh, are they gonna see a commercial or is something gonna happen here?
The other members will wait here in the car.
Yeah. If we all barge in and something happens, we'll be devastated.
Now that you mention it, at least one of us should be staying behind as well.
I am not staying.
Fuck this, I go in.
Did they not think about how they don't know a way out of it? Like,
Well, that's why Mitsuru was trying not to go in because they don't know how to get
Yeah.
out, and then he's like, I don't fucking care.
No problem.
The same as always. Although, we have no idea what might be waiting for us on the other side.
It's
Don't be
school.
careless.
What?
Right.
This situation, it brings back memories.
Maybe now's not the best time to be nostalgic, guys.
Ready!
I'm trying to
Well.
think of if it is.
Whee!
Oh, if it is Adachi behind this, how would he know about the whole situation with, Labrys and a robot and the Kirijo
I don't
group?
know.
But also, if, the Shadow Organization
Oh
is all
yeah,
about...
by the way, they all went in. And is that Naoto?
Why enter the TV?
Yeah.
Well, we know Naoto was doing a weird job beforehand.
Yeah, all three of them went in there, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that they decided to all go and just have the rest of the team back in the whole fucking limousine. But I also thought it was funny how they're talking about how they have, you can continue forward, Paul, because there's the Shadow Organization, and, they're trying to fight, anomalies of the shadows and all that world where it pops up. But you know what? They sure missed a whole year of shit going on in Tokyo for Persona 5.
Yeah, that's true.
They sure missed they're a little late on that one.
Oh, man. I'm surrounded by a white light that strains most of my sensors to their limits. That's literally how it feels right now. Because we were sitting in the dark and this big, giant
Yeah, now it's all of a
white
sudden
light.
white.
Ow. A portion of my sensors indicate that I am currently in a state similar to freefall. Do not. I can't tell up and down from left and right.
Up and down and left and right and up and down and left and right.
This continues for a while.
Up and down and left and right. Okay.
Oh!
In the piano room. All right.
Eventually, my functions slowly recover. I find myself inside an unknown room sitting on the ground. I quickly stand and check my surroundings.
Is this the music room of a school?
Uh-huh.
I can see a music stand, a grand piano, a blackboard, and portraits. There is an air of over-exaggerated theatrics to it, but I may not be far from the truth. Is this the world inside the TV? After the reality of entering a TV screen, this comes as quite a surprise.
No sign of Mitsuru-san or Akihiko-san. Did they land elsewhere?
Whoa.
So much noise. I can't contact anyone like this.
Okay.
I attempt to use my communicator, but there is no response. This looks like an ordinary classroom, but it has an alarming amount of radio interference. When I concentrate my senses again, I detect a bizarre disturbance from the entire area that is unlike normal buildings. This may be another world after all. In any case, I must join up with Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san.
Feel like you might soon.
But just as I begin to make plans to do so, the monitor hanging from the ceiling switches on.
I've got to see how this goes.
Yeah, what appears on it is, how to describe it, a bizarre figure that looks like a living costume.
That's the best description you can out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I spy an unknown yet bewitching babe.
God.
Oh my god.
How unexpected! Unexpected!
Whoa.
Bro, you good?
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. Because I should say, sis, are you good?
Yeah. Its comical tone does not last long before the voice becomes distorted and the image disappears. It reminded me of a malfunctioning machine.
Yeah. That's just Teddie in a nutshell, to be honest, though.
I stare at the monitor. That was my reaction when I first saw Akihiko.
Oh my
I
god.
have a hunch that it will return soon. Unexpected.
Oh.
Just as I thought, the costume reappears. But its behavior is very different now.
Case 04. Unintended intruder. Entering elimination process.
Its mechanical sounding voice is completely different from the joking tone it had before.
Oh god, we broke it.
And that phrase, elimination process. It seems that a battle will be starting. I release the safeties from the weapons built into my body. That's when a large noise comes from behind me.
The fuck?
Oh.
Oh no.
Large young man.
Oh no.
A young man in a school uniform comes rolling in with a yell.
Yeah, I know that yell.
Ow!
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez, they decided to open right then. This place makes no damn sense.
I thought that I was ready for any eventuality, but I had not expected to suddenly encounter a human.
Are you
Yeah.
all right? You seem to be unharmed.
The young man looks back at me with a steely gaze while fixing his bleached hair with his fingers. His behavior does not seem to be that of one who came in pursuit of me.
What? Never seen you before.
I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Aegis.
Only then do I remember that my appearance would seem very peculiar to a casual observer.
Just a little bit.
I'm a transfer student. I have blue eyes, blonde hair,
And really cool
Gatling
headphones.
cannon.
Huh?
I'm sorry, forget what I said. In the past, that prepared explanation for students has been effective, but no longer.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Kanji Tatsumi. This mean you're my next opponent?
Opponent? What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm talking about a scrap.
You mean a fight? But we have only met Tatsumi-san. Actually, where are we?
She's so confused.
Yeah.
Blabbering, you machine.
With a yell, he slams the folding chair in his hand to the ground. A cold, dull metallic sound echoes and eliminates any possibility for talking this over.
What's a fake girl like you doing calling me by my name?
Oh.
I go quiet. A fake girl. I understand how I might elicit such a reaction, but there is pain in my chest. Though I cannot help but smile at how instinctively I reacted that way. It seems I have become more human-like than I knew.
I was worried I might have to go up against my senpai, but I ain't gonna hold back against a robot like you.
Bro. Thinking with a calm mind, I noticed a small incongruity in his attitude. When he first saw me, he seemed unsure and claimed that he had not seen me before. Yet though he knows now that I am a machine, he doesn't seem particularly surprised. Aren't these two things contradictory?
Oh, you're so smart.
I focus my senses once more and enhance the gain on my sensors. Senses. I detect a faint interference. Because it had appeared uniformly across all my sensors, I hadn't been aware of it. What is this?
You're not gonna do anything. I'll make the first move.
It's like all the illusory stuff, yeah.
It's like,
Take Mikazuchi!
Oh. The young man had summoned a persona.
Actually, that'll be a surprise.
The light flickers intermittently. Could that be electricity? A thick barrel-like arm charged with voltage approaches from above. I jump back and narrowly escape a crushing blow.
Nice dodge. Looks like you got at least a little bit of fight in you.
A persona user. I was careless. I should have expected that possibility since I encountered him inside the TV. I do not know the procedure for attacking a human, but if he's a persona user, I must defend myself with the usual armaments.
There is no avoiding this fight. I cannot fall here.
Well, time to be Aegis.
All right.
That's gonna be interesting.
Finally, you get to do your first fight as Aegis.
Finally! Alright, wish me luck.
Good luck. You've got this.
I'm kind of excited.
Let's go.
Because Aegis is kick-ass.
Hell yeah. Wait, don't worry about Aegis' weight. It's going to be all out of whack.
Much heavier than you.
Final.
Fight!
Ow! Bro!
Oh, he's going.
Bro!
Oh, he's going.
Oh my
he's
god!
heckin' going.
Dude!
Oh. Okay. Nice recovery. Let's keep it up. Get on it. All right.
Come on.
Okay. Ooh, nice air stuff.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
Woof. Oh. Nah, I had 14.
Nah, that's good. That's neat stuff. Yeah, I think it resets once the character touches the ground, so that'll getting more on that one will be all about some higher ass juggling combos. There's a 17 and an 18.
God, I love the gun.
I can tell. Oh. That was a weird one.
Yeah, that was.
Oh. There you go. That was overkill.
just because.
Even the game recognized you're getting your shit pushed in first.
Oh, did you see that? I think it said the Heartless Armed Angel or something like that.
Oh, I forgot paying attention. God dang it. Yeah.
I think it said the Heartless Armed Angel was mine. Was Aegis's.
That seems about right. If that's what you saw, then that would be the title that she was given for the fighting. Nicely done.
She's not heartless.
Right, Tatsumi-san?
I helped Tatsumi up off the ground and called to him. After repeating myself several times, I hear a groan.
Damn it. Ow. Oh, whoa! Hands off!
I'm sorry. If you can't stand, then I'll carry you.
I pick up Tatsumi-san, who is still lying down with both arms.
Whoa! Damn. You're a hell of a lot stronger than you look.
Yeah, about that.
Whoa, 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 whoa! How come you're carrying me like this? Like a bride?
It's bridal style.
Yup,
This
love
is
that.
the spousal method of carrying.
No, it ain't. It's the bridal. Oh, wait a sec. Are they pretty much the same thing?
Yeah.
Tatsumi-san, you seem completely fine.
That's what I've been saying. And stop with the Tatsumi-san crap. It's making my skin crawl. Just call me Kanji.
You don't object to being called that? I'm an artificial person, after all.
Well, what?
Huh? Who cares? If I say it's fine, then it's fine.
He's like, I know a costume that can
give
talk.
a shit.
Like,
yeah.
Will you put me down already?
When I put Kanji-san down as requested, he turns his back and repeatedly scratches his head. I feel as if his demeanor has changed compared to how it was before the fight. His loud voice and rough words are the same, but the sense that he will not listen to a word I say is gone. I feel that I can make myself understood now.
Well
Maybe.
then, Kanji-san, allow me to ask again. Where are we? And what did you mean by opponent?
Huh? You're not an enemy that Ted set up for me?
Who is Ted?
Ted. Are you referring to the bear who appeared on the monitor?
This is a fighting tournament. Only the winners get to keep going. I lost this time. But oh well. I wouldn't make it in the big leagues.
That sounds like something Akihiko-san would say.
No.
Huh?
Oh, God, don't put those two in a room
I was
together.
just talking to myself.
Gotta say, you pack one hell of a punch. Got me real good.
Punch? But I didn't throw any punches.
Listen though, the rest of this tournament ain't gonna be so easy. My senpai are waiting up ahead.
There are more people here. Could you estimate how many?
Kanji-san smiles dauntlessly and gives me a thumbs up.
1!
I don't really understand why, but I give him a thumbs up as well.
That wasn't an answer to the question.
Good job.
That didn't answer your question, though. How many people are here? I get you. Nice.
She's so cute.
Oh my god.
Then Kanji-san keels over.
I guess I'll never know.
I rush in to catch him. When I look into his face, he's still smirking, but he's passed out.
Jesus Christ.
Seems he was fighting through his fatigue for the sake of his pride.
That's about right.
He doesn't seem injured, so I carefully set him back down on the floor. Suddenly, that costume, Kanji-san called it Ted, appears again on the monitor.
Intruders are persona users. Due to difficulties in elimination, they will be acknowledged as valid targets.
It's using that mechanical tone of voice again. The intruders must be me and the others.
Yeah.
Since it won't be easy to eliminate, it appears that he's changing tactics.
He's put you in the game now.
But what could that... Blah. But what could he mean by valid targets?
You're about to find out.
The monitor's screen turns off once again. Just like before, it flickers back on after a few seconds.
Is he now going to be like Teddie mode and then start focusing in on the...
Yeah, by like valid targets. Does that go into your theory?
I mean, maybe, because I mean,
Remember of the shadow trying to find somebody to...
Because I mean, obviously a direct answer to that is that valid targets means that they are now becoming part of the whole game combat situation.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean, you know, can we look farther in that? I don't know yet.
It is the same face as before, but a completely different attitude.
Woohoo! What a fox!
There it is.
Yep.
Join in on our fun? I'm A-okay with that if you're up for a little fighting. I'll wait for you in the next arena up ahead.
Oh, you'll be up ahead?
This is more how he sounded at the beginning.
Or are you just saying that in your TV part you're gonna wait?
He's gone back to normal, or at least recovered from the abnormality.
Oh,
right.
Silly me. If you're cutting in, you don't know who I am. Ahem. I am General Teddie. Remember that name well.
General Teddie. Apparently, he really is a teddy bear. He doesn't seem like one, but a number of things he said caught my attention. Joining in on our fun and arena.
Ultimax. Wait.
These are in line with the tournament Kanji-san mentioned. Is this tournament being held here? But the monitor is silent once again and does not return. I do not think I will make any progress if I remain here. I poke my head through the door where Kanji-san appeared to check my surroundings. What looks like a school hallway leads straight ahead. There appears to be no danger nearby. I manage to hoist Kanji-san's body over my shoulder and try to leave the room.
About that.
What?
Something gets stuck and prevents me from proceeding.
He got stuck.
I stop and check, but I cannot see any obstructions. Both of the sliding doors fell off when Kanji-san came in, and the way is completely open.
Oh, it's because she's trying to go the opposite way. And now that she's a player, the walls are going to be involved.
No, it's because she's holding Kanji.
But she also mentioned this is the doorway that he came in from.
Uh-huh.
Which means that she wouldn't be progressing farther inside. She'd be going backwards,
Well, no,
technically.
she can't leave with him because he can't go through the door.
I mean, that was my...
It doesn't have to do about where she goes.
I mean, it could be either... The game already taught she can't go backwards, though.
Well, she... It's
Okay,
because she's holding Kanji. It should be wide enough for me to pass through easily, even with a person over my shoulder.
I know.
Yet I cannot proceed. Something is getting stuck. I slow my walking speed to check to see what part of me is getting caught. That is how I discover something surprising. Nothing is blocking the way, yet only Kanji-san's body cannot pass through the door. See?
Okay, I was just overthinking it. That's what I do.
Yep, that's what you do. Seems there is an invisible wall, one that is selective and prevents only Kanji-san's passage between the room and the hallway. Something Kanji-san said comes back to me. Only the winners get to keep going. Yeah. Is this what he meant? I increase the sensitivity of my various sensors, but I cannot detect any wall here. I have no way of destroying what I cannot touch. Which means I have no choice but to leave Kanji-san here.
Oh well. I will come back for you later. Please stay safe until then.
Once he comes around, he's still a Persona user. It's not as if I'm leaving someone behind who can't fend for himself. I reluctantly convince myself to move on.
Bye.
Oh boy. While moving down the hallway, my sensors continue to pick up disturbances from everything in the school.
Everything's disturbing.
Yeah, everything. The whole school is disturbing. It all looks so normal, though. Does it?
Aside from the posters everywhere.
Does it look normal? And the Grand Prix
It's
tape
like a movie set.
and yeah. There's a line of glass windows on the wall. Outside is a field level with the ground I am walking on. I seem to be on the first floor of the building. Eventually, I reach a doorway and cautiously venture outside. There's barely any difference in temperature or atmospheric composition compared to the real world. But the lack of wind is unnatural, and there are other discrepancies between here and there. I return around?
Turn around.
No, I know. I was saying, I was starting to say return.
Yeah.
I turn around and inspect the building's exterior. This is indeed a school. I walk along the wall and go around the building. Soon I reach what seems to be the main gate. I'm not used to hearing this music.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice though, I've missed it.
Yeah, I like it.
I turn towards the school building once again and come to a realization.
I recognize this place.
I have seen a photo from this angle in the preparation materials. As I recall, this is a high school in Inaba. To make sure, I step past the school gate and check the nameplate. The name engraved on the gate's pillar is Yasogami High School.
Ah, memories.
I cross-reference the name with a map of the area and find a match. This is confusing. A real-world location has been completely recreated inside the TV. Why is it structured like nesting boxes? Just then, I sense something move in the corner of my vision. I quickly turn to view it head-on. It is a uniformed girl. She's running straight through in the opposite direction of the field. Is she a student? No, this is not a real school. She could be one of the could she be one of the senpai Kanji-san spoke of? But a moment's thought highlights an important detail. Her pale skin and hair
there
color.
it is.
That's...
There can be no mistake. It's the girl I saw for a moment at the airport after the hijacking. I immediately chase after her. But the girl is much faster than I anticipate and I cannot close the distance. I release a portion of my foot speed limiters and finally get close.
Let's go.
Until I'm able to grasp her right arm from behind.
Huh?
The girl stops and turns around.
What's up, girl?
There is surprise on her face and she stares in wide-eyed wonder at my form. Though I am surprised myself. The instant I take her hand, a flash of intuition charges through me like electricity. This girl is Labrys. I am unaccountably convinced.
Who are you?
Who are you?
That's one funny looking costume you've got on. Oh. Well, Oh, of course. You're all mixed up in this racket too, aren't you?
Racket? Does she mean the tournament?
No, I am not in this tournament of my own free will. Really? Then you mind letting me go? I'm the student council president. I can't be letting people run wild at this school. Student council president? Didn't I tell you to let me go? Are you trying to get in the way of my work here?
The girl looks at me with an irritated expression. How strange. She speaks as if she really is leading an ordinary life here at school. If she was aware that she was inside the TV, would she say such things to me?
If you happen to know, could you please tell me what sort of place this is? Huh? It's the first floor of the classroom building. Can't you tell? Huh? Is it possible that you don't recall entering a TV? A TV?
The fuck you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm kind of in a hurry here. Can I go now?
Hey, I'm walking here.
Please tell me something.
I'm walking
Who
here.
are you?
Who? What'd you stop me for if you didn't even know? I just told you.
I'm the student council president.
No, I need a name, you
Yeah.
dumb
What hole you
bitch.
been hiding in? The elections were just last week. Are we done now? Cause I got places to be.
The girl ends the conversation sternly, shakes off my hand, and runs away again.
Fuck!
In an instant, she has disappeared into the school building.
Please wait.
Oh.
I go after her, but just as I enter the hallway and round the first bend, something blocks my path.
Yep, you're definitely part of the game now.
But I can't see what it is at all. I can't see it, yet when I reach out my hand, I can feel it. I think I know what this is.
That wall again.
The invisible wall that prevented Kanji-san's passage. It's most likely the same thing. Once again, I am surprised. I can touch it, yet my sensors detect nothing. And it's much stronger than I had imagined. It repels even gunfire. Physical strikes are
Someone's
nothing.
just around here.
Yeah. I attempt various methods to destroy it, but before I can, the girl disappears from view.
It seems I am forced to try a different route.
I consider the situation once more. Was that girl truly Labrys? There were too many factors now indicating otherwise. Her appearance, and the feel of her arm when I grasped it a moment ago. Both are strong signs that she is human. If she is entirely artificial, then she could not be part of an older generation of models than myself.
Yeah, for real. It's like, you cannot be better than me at this.
Yeah, her speaking voice and behavior were both also indicative of known human patterns. According to the records of Labrys' development, she was sealed away soon after. Even I stumble with natural human speech. She could not have become that proficient in so short of a time. She's not a machine, but a human, so she cannot be Labrys. Usually I would not hesitate to make such a judgment based on the available data. Yet I still cannot shake that feeling that she may be Labrys. That intuition I felt earlier. What caused it? This case remains murky. I feel as if my senses are being muffled by a thin cloth. But I cannot leave her be. Even if she is not Labrys, that fact itself means she's in danger. I quickly look for an alternative route. Ugh.
Alright, we can still break through though, so.
Yeah.
Neato. Alright, throw a little save right there.
Burp.
And then if something happens.
Whoa. I backtrack the way I came and run outside.
And we'll see what's waiting here outside for us. Next time.
Oh boy, not gonna lie, I was starting to get lightheaded because I am reading so much that I am not having I don't have a lot of time to breathe in between sentences because they're run-on sentences.
You gotta breathe a little bit more.
So I was starting to get lightheaded because I'm not taking in enough oxygen.
Yeah, you gotta work on that one a little bit there. Oh man.
Woo!